I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual healthcare, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject, we are going to be talking about Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants contract negotiations situation. And I want to just bring it to you guys some of the scenarios that are actually happening with Saquon Barkley. And has Saquon Barkley messed up with his contract negotiations and his demands with the New York Giants and Joe Shane? Has he messed up in these contract negotiations? So I'm going to run a little storyline to let you know why I'm actually asking this question. Get your Big Pat Sports Talk gear at the Big Pat Sports Shop. Link in the description. But let's get to business. So, as of last year, they picked up Saquon Barkley's fifth-year option. He played last year on his fifth-year option. Played very well, over 1,300 yards rushing. Pretty good amount of receiving yards, 10 touchdowns rushing. No touchdowns receiving, but he was one of the main focal parts of this team's success this past year, of actually going way over anybody's expectations except for like the Big Blue Crew and a couple of others, where they went into the playoffs and won a playoff game, and he was one of the major factors in that. And so, midway through the season, Joe Shane acknowledged that, hey, Saquon Barkley, you are still that dude, and we want you here for the long term. So what they offered him at the bye week during the trade deadline was $12.5 million. Those were the numbers that were reported. $12.5 million is around where they were talking about, which seems, as of now, pretty good contract. But let's continue with the story. Saquon Barkley and his representation said, nah, that's not enough. Now, he himself, Barkley, has came out and said that, hey, I don't want to reset the running back market. I want to be a Giant for life. And I'm not trying to, break the bank here with the New York Giants. But I do want what's fair to me and my talents. So Joe Shane and it was like, okay, well, you're ready to work out a deal. You're ready to talk now. Okay, let's hammer out some numbers. We're thinking $12.5 million. And Saquon Barkley said no. So a little after that, after the Texans game where he had over 30 touches, he slowed down a little bit. Daniel Jones had to lead us in rushing over the next 4 games. Little shoulder injury, but he played through it. First season healthy, full 17 games, was 16 games that he played healthy. Very good. Proved one of the points that people say that he couldn't do it. They say he couldn't stay healthy and play a full 16-game season. And they said that he couldn't look like he did in his rookie year, and he proved a lot of the doubters wrong. When he said stay on that side, he pretty much proved that they should stay on that side because he proved what he had to do. So, after the bye week, there's no contract. We go into the playoffs, we win a game, we go to the divisional round, we get stomped by the Eagles, unfortunately. But now it gets into the offseason. Now they're saying that Saquon was asking around $15 million. and negotiations were not going the way that Joe Schoen and everybody planned. They're a little bit hectic. And so Joe Schoen comes out in his interview process, says, hey, we're looking to lock up DJ and Saquon. They're our top priorities. We're going to get a deal done with Daniel Jones, but we are going to draw a line in the sand with Saquon Barkley. A lot of people were not fans of that statement. I clearly understand it on both sides. Saquon does deserve his money, and Joe Schoen does have to think about the Giants in future terms when it comes to money being allocated to the running back position. So contract negotiations have been tabled. They worked on Daniel Jones, got Daniel Jones a franchise quarterback deal made with Daniel Jones, and now he's going on to be the franchise quarterback. Now let's get back to Saquon. Reports came out that Saquon standing pat around the $15 million mark, and they say the Giants went up to $13 million. Now, the line has been drawn in the sand. They're not going over that number. Saquon Barkley's not backing down. Now, let's go a little bit further. Now, all the running backs, well, let's say this. The franchise tag for running backs actually went down to $10 million. It went down. So the $12 million that everybody thought the franchise tag for a running back actually went down $2 million to $10 million. So Saquon Barkley has actually lost $2 million in the franchise tag. Now it's only 10. Boom, he's tagged. So he's already lost $2 million in the tag. Now, the free agent market hits, and every single running back that was signed did not sign for more than $6 million per year. Let me say that again. Every running back that was a free agent, the highest paid running back was Miles Sanders, and he had a year almost identical to what Saquon Barkley had. Even though he was behind the number one ranked offensive line, I understand that, but they go off production and what you will do in the future for the team. And if Miles Sanders only got $6 million per, what makes people think that Joe Schoen is going to give Saquon Barkley his contract demands at about $15 million per? 2.5 times more than what the closest running back to him that had identical stats almost in yardage, catches, touchdowns, only got $6 million. The running back market has completely dried up, and this is danger for Saquon Barkley, because now the New York Giants, Joe Schoen, can actually rip up the previous contract that they had of $12.5 million or the $13.5 million that was later reported, and now offer him only about half of that and be like, that's market value. So that brings me to my initial question. Has Saquon Barkley and his representation messed up his value? Because right now $12.5 million is double what the running back that was closest to you and stats wise and production got. So now if I'm a businessman, I love Saquon Barkley to death. I'm taking that $12.5 million that I initially offered and taking that off the table and ripping that up and saying that the franchise tag that you got, that's around your market value, because I do value more than Miles Sanders, because he did play with the top offensive line in the NFL last year, while you were playing with like the 28th ranked rush blocking line. So yes, I do value you a lot more than what Miles Sanders did. So let's just say I value you $4 million more. So $6 million to $10 million, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. So you mean to tell me that this man has turned down a contract that will actually pay him more than double than the next guy that has similar production to you? Man, has this running back market did Saquon Barkley a huge disservice? What is his future with the New York Giants? I don't know, because now the Giants really can play hardball with you, because now they can only offer you $10 million and be like, that's way above market value. Christian McCaffrey's not going to get another contract like the $16 million. The Titans are trying to trade Derrick Henry. Austin Eckler is asking to be traded because the Chargers are not offering him way more than what he's getting right now. Kareem Hunt, who was pretty good with the Browns, is not even signed. Devontae Foreman, that balled out for the Panthers this year, got a 1-year, $3 million deal. Every running back got a deal way lower than what was expected. Jamal Williams, 17 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards, didn't even get re-signed by his own team with the Detroit Lions. He had to go to the Saints to get the little bit of pennies that he got from the Saints. The running back position has been devalued at the very worst time for Saquon Barkley, and I don't know about his Giants' future moving forward. Will he play out this tag and go elsewhere and try to get his money? Will the running back market pick back up? Is there some outlier out there that can happen to where a running back can get back up in the $16 to $17 million range? I don't see it. But the contracts of Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Todd Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, who has been released because they didn't want to pay him that money. I'm not so sure about Saquon Barkley's future here with the Giants after the 2023 season. Because if a running back, one of the top running backs, only got $6 million per year, there's no way he can go to another team and say, hey, give me my $15 million and you give up 2 first-round picks for me. Who will do that? Who will give you almost triple the amount of one of the top running backs in free agency right now and give you 2 first-round picks for a position that is devalued to a T? Some kickers are making more than some top running backs in the free agent market. Some kickers got a better deal than some of the top running backs. Look it up. So, it goes back to my initial question. Did Saquon Barkley and his representation mess up and not sign that deal, that $12.5 million deal that they offered at the bye week of last year? Did they mess up? My answer is heck yeah, they did. Because the running back market is super dry. And I know he's a generational talent. That's why I'm saying 10 to 11 million. Almost double what Miles Sanders got. And that's more than fair. But that's not what he's willing to accept. So I believe his Giants' future is in very much doubt right now. But we will see. Hopefully I'm proven wrong and hopefully we can move forward with our franchise running back, because that's what he is. He is a franchise running back. When he's healthy, he's given his all to this franchise, and he's been through as much hell as DJ, and he does deserve his money. But does he deserve 3 times market value? That's the question that Joe Shane has to answer, John Mara has to answer, and Saquon Barkley himself has to answer. And we're going to get the answer. Maybe not soon, but definitely after the 2023 season. Some people may have to hang up their Barkley jerseys after this season. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but gotta be real here. His market is not 15 million, 16 million, 14 million, 13 million, 12 million, not even 11 million. I think his market is right there where the franchise tag is. And Joe Shane's a smart businessman. He makes very good contracts. A lot of them are incentive-laden, incentive-based. And I do believe that that's the type of contract they're getting ready to offer to Saquon Barkley. And if Saquon Barkley refuses, that he's well in his right, and Joe Shane and the Giants organization are well within their right to tell him, good luck on your future endeavors. We love you, but we can't give you triple market value. And it is what it is. Hopefully, Joe Shane can continue to do what he's promised us and what he's shown us so far as keeping our own. But it's hard to keep your own when they're asking for 2.5 to 3 times market value of the running backs, and his free agency has just destroyed the running back market for a lot of running backs coming out. And it's a shame. I hate it for my boy Saquon, but business is business, and it has to be handled. But you guys let me know what you think in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and join the Big Blue crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. This is a very touchy subject to me because I love the kid. I love Saquon Barkley, man. He's been a giant, man. But I have to think about the other side. I can't pay a running back 3 times market value. It's just not good for businesses, and it's not going to be good for the Giants moving forward to pay somebody 3 times their worth. I can even handle 2 times, but not 3 times. It is what it is. So you guys let me know what you think in the chat. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace. This is a Big Blue Crew production.